week's episode of The Voice Party is brought to you by Big Boy Raps. Get your car wrapped by some of the most experienced and skilled in the Bay. Big Boy Raps, where the big boys play.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over around the world. Welcome to
Hi, Mom.
not just any party, not just any podcast, but the Voice Party Podcast.
Woo! Sunday, monster truck extravaganza. That's what that reminded me of.
Get your Monday right.
What's up, everybody? Oh, man, very special guest. Guest, introduce yourself.
Yo, my name is KJ Focus.
KJ Focus.
KJ Focus.
The man, the myth, the legend. Tell us about yourself, man.
Well, I'm from Richmond.
You got a lot of things going on right now.
I got a lot of things going on, but it's pretty cool. I'm a musician in Richmond. I produce, I play sax, I play piano. I do a lot of things.
Yeah.
I try to do a lot of things. Try to keep myself busy. I'm also a dedicated basketball player.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I want to be in the G League one day.
Yeah,
So I'm
nice.
practicing for that. So it's a lot of things.
Damn, okay, I didn't know all that. I know about the saxophone because I've seen you play, and you have a new music video out right now.
Yeah, Picture
Yeah.
Perfect.
Picture Perfect. I was just showing these guys the video, man. Like the production, whoever the director, man.
Yeah,
the
shout out to
filmmaker.
Diego.
Diego.
I forgot his last name. Forgive me for that, but
Yeah, no, yeah,
Good thing on the YouTube.
yeah. He did a good job
He
with
did
that,
his
man.
thing on that.
Visually, and then the song is it's like a mixture of hip hop and jazz,
That's
like a
the
perfect
idea.
balance of hip hop and jazz.
that's the idea. It's crazy how the song came about. Like, just went in there, it made the drums and the piano 15 minutes, and I just took a solo for it. That whole thing is just one solo, so
Dang.
it just became a song. So it's pretty cool.
That is
Yeah.
pretty damn cool, man. Hey.
Very impressive.
How long have you been playing sax?
October made 11 years.
11 years.
Yeah,
Wow.
pretty dope.
That is pretty dope, man. That's like, were you a part of a band before, or?
Yeah, I was part of the high school band for a
Okay.
minute. That's how I got started, and then I went to the Richmond Powell Center.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I got into producing and production.
Wow.
And then I honed my skills at the East Bay Center for Performing Arts in Richmond. That's where I really got to sit down and jazz and stuff and R&B and hone my skills, and went to Berklee College of Music for 2 summers.
Wow.
And when I went there, I was only playing for 2 years. So that experience right there just grew me that much.
Yeah.
Cause I knew where I had to be at to be damn, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's dope. It's been interesting.
That's cool, because I've read something because in high school I played percussion and then drums and middle school, for band, and I've read that over the years, especially now with digital, the producing is growing. There's less kids picking up wind instruments.
Yeah. It's a natural thing that happens, society is going more digital, and so electronic sounds is going to be the main thing, producing and computers and all this other stuff. So a lot of people are going to not pick up the instrument, but I don't think it's necessarily going to go away. I think it's just going to evolve into I don't know, you know what I mean? I really don't know, but it's
auto-tune sax.
Auto-tune sax. It's something out there like
there
that.
is.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay,
It's
I don't know. I was
it's
joking
an electronic
over here.
saxophone. I'm like, whoa,
Wow.
and it looked like a saxophone, but it's electronic. So it's kind of dope.
That is pretty dope. I don't even know what that would mean though. What?
I don't know either. I want to get it just to see.
It's like T-Pain when he,
Yeah, that would be kind of dope.
Yeah.
Get that. I'm gonna get it soon.
How long have you played piano?
Piano? Just as long as sax, but I haven't really put all my effort into it. You know what I mean?
Which one came first? Because I know that a lot of people say that piano is that's usually the best thing to start on.
It is the best thing to start on, but actually guitar came first.
Guitar.
Yeah, I did guitar for 1 year. That's when I learned how to read music and stuff.
Yeah.
And then sax the next year.
Why would piano be considered the best to learn first of all the instruments?
It's the sexiest, bro. No, I'd say sax is the sexiest. All right.
More for theory wise.
Yeah.
When you learn music theory, you actually could see what you're doing.
Oh.
And then piano, like it could fill up the whole room with chords and the bass, and then or you could just do a solo with it's endless with a piano. Where with sax, I can only play like one note at a time, you know. So piano is a great instrument to start off for anybody that want to learn music.
Yeah,
I highly recommend piano. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's
heard it here, folks.
Get your kids on that piano.
Piano.
Yeah, because a lot of the producers, they're like Dr. Dre. He's good at piano. Like you have to get good in order to, you know. I mean, that's one of the things that helps you build on anything else. Because I know that one of my friends, he picked up on piano first, and he was able to get guitar down easy after that.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Yeah.
If you know the theory, then the hard part is just getting like the physical side of the instrument, knowing the instrument itself.
Yeah.
So piano.
Piano.
And
then you grew up doing mostly jazz, or what kind of music did you play when you first started?
Well, when I first started, actually it was classical.
Classical?
Guitar.
Classical. Hot crust buns.
Yeah, all that. And then when I got the sax, it was some jazz in there, but I like doing like covers and stuff. That's when I really learned how to like make the sax sing, you know what I mean, by like doing a lot of covers. And so,
Mate, what do you mean, like the vocal parts of the song? Oh, dang, that seems hard.
I used to be like, when I first started, I used to like listen to the song, then write down the notes to the vocals, and sometimes I had heck of runs in it. I had to write down the notes for the runs and stuff. But eventually, like it just all just went into my head, and so now I could just pick it up like that. And so that's pretty interesting.
That's pretty impressive, man.
Yeah.
And you're now 26. You're still a young guy.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I feel like that's one of the wind instruments are hard to get where you can. For me, I just, as someone who can't breathe like a regular person, because I'm, that seems like that's probably the hardest, because it's hard on your eyes and stuff, right? Like eventually, like like a wind instrument, like trumpets.
I don't think so.
No?
I mean, if I'm over like playing hard, then I can see that. But
right.
I think the hardest part about the wind instrument is the air. But when you get to a certain point, like I used to practice my long tones with like holding the note as long as you can, as loud as you can. And I remember my teacher, Howard, my private lesson teacher, he said you got to do it the longest note for like a minute or two or whatever, as long as you can, and do it for like 2 hours. So one time I did it for 2 hours for like almost 6 months. And that right there, like, it brought me to a whole new level of like playing a saxophone, because who would do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Ever since then, like, I can notice when my breathing is off, and when I need to like, cause like I smoke weed and stuff and everything. I play basketball, so.
Oh yes, you got your lungs training all day.
Yeah, so I notice when I'm like lacking.
Yeah.
And when I need to like get myself back together in shape.
So it's important to stay in shape if you're gonna do. I know Miles Davis used to do boxing to get himself.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, I saw an interview with Santana, because him and Santana were friends, and that into like his later years he did boxing. He trained so that when he played, to keep himself in shape for I mean, because boxing, you're going
hard.
Yeah, it's
boxing difficult.
Yeah. And
cardio, man.
Yeah.
Everything if you're playing a wind instrument.
Yeah. So that makes sense that you would be in something, I mean, it's not, I've seen some big dudes that do wind instruments. It's possible.
Yeah.
It's just, as a guy who going up the stairs, I'm dying.
There's a reason that Fats Waller was a pianist.
Right.
Just saying. And not a saxophonist.
Right.
Be real with you.
Yeah.
That dude was huge.
Yeah.
But he could play at piano.
Speaking of that, what are some of your influences? Because I feel like this generation, like as it's gone over the years, not a lot of people look at jazz anymore. Or
no, it's a acquired taste.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and like I said, the theory wise, if you don't understand,
right,
you can't really. I mean, you can still relate, but knowing the theory behind it, you could relate even more to like why the person doing it, and how they use it to make people feel the way they do. But my main influences, like in jazz, is Miles Davis, John Coltrane for sure.
Coltrane.
I sound like Coltrane.
I mean, Coltrane has a whole church devoted to him.
I know, right? So, I like Gerald Albright.
Okay.
One of contemporary sax players.
Yeah.
Great sound and everything. Charlie Parker. I could go on.
Oh yeah,
I listen to them all.
I hear that like this is someone I forget who said this in one interview, but like the thing about jazz is if you don't understand music, you don't understand the rules they break in jazz. There's no rules, exactly. No rules. But like someone who's been like trained classical and you don't understand like
box,
right. You don't understand how they go outside the box in jazz and like you. That's why if you don't understand this, then you're not gonna see the mastery in what they do.
Yeah, I've heard that there were some classical musicians who, experts in their field who took a jazz song written in notes, and it was just too hard for them to play.
Wow.
So it happens.
Yeah.
Now, the last notable jazz artist, and I it's probably not even the last notable one because people that follow it probably know a ton of others. But the last one that I remember anyone making a big deal out of was Esperanza Spalding. Like when she dropped, everybody and their mom was like, "She's amazing. She's gonna bring it back." You familiar with her?
Yeah. Esperanza. She went to Berkeley College of Music too. I love Esperanza.
Yeah, I do too. I think she's great.
But trying to bring jazz back, she's still. There's nothing wrong with Esperanza. Like she go crazy, but to be that bridge for everybody to go back to jazz and still like R&B and like what Bryson Tiller and Sis and all them too. I don't even know, but I'm trying to figure it out because every time I try to show somebody who naturally listen to hip hop, Drake and all that jazz, they can't get into it because they don't understand. And the reason they don't understand because the gap between Drake and Esperanza is so big. You know what I mean? It's hard to like try to get them to relate into like both worlds of it, And
then you got a guy like what's his name, Terrence Martin.
Now he's doing it. You know what I mean? He's more close. Robert Glasper.
Yep.
They getting close. They're getting really close. If not, they probably already did it.
And I think it's because they're collaborating with the artists too.
Like Kendrick
on the production.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. So they're doing collaborations.
Yeah, they're like, let me play on your song. Oh, okay, that sort of thing.
That was gonna tie into my next question for you. Is it all this being said? Is it kind of hard to find your crowd? I mean, it's.
I'm making it hard.
You're making it hard. That's good. That's good.
Because I could easily just play a lot of smooth jazz.
Right.
I mean, I could easily play a lot of jazz music and do what everybody else is doing. But like I said, like with Picture Perfect, I'm trying to do something a little different. You know what I mean?
Weeding out the field.
Yeah.
That's man. That's a great way because then I think that makes your shows more fun. Where you have to with like comedy, like just so you know, I'm put out the raunchiest guy out there first, so we can weed out the
rest. Get a feel for the
dropping in those 9/11 jokes, so the rest of us could just come in as heroes.
Dark comedy,
that, but in a jazz way.
Yeah. You saved the show.
Oh man, are you where have you been performing? Like
recently?
Yeah.
I mean, I had like a couple. I actually had a live performance, virtual live yesterday at Moe's Green. In San Francisco.
Yeah.
Where Rob Woods, one of the hip hop artists I play with, and then I had another one at the Zoo Lab. In Oakland?
I think I've heard of it. Yeah.
Another virtual one.
Yeah, okay.
That's really it.
That's cool though. You're getting.
I'm trying.
You have as long as people are wanting you to perform, that's
That's the beauty of it.
That's the beauty. Yeah.
All that's going on. So
right.
It makes me feel good.
But prior to this, I remember. I think I heard because when we met the first time, you were interviewed after. And I remember that you mentioned that you played in the streets, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are you still doing that?
I love it. I want to do it again, but too much going on.
Yeah.
It's the only way I get to practice, and it's it brings me peace.
Yeah. And that's so rare nowadays.
Yeah.
It's usually, usually when you see that it's like a homeless person. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that. Some of them have been that's.
Everybody used to do it a long time ago.
It was like everybody did it before. Yeah,
but now it's like
there's a guy in Berkeley. Looks like he's at least 5'11", 6 feet maybe. Mm-hmm. He Caucasian guy, kind of chubby, and he's been standing around like the Shattuck area, either Berkeley Public Library or by the BART, and just like cranking it out on the saxophone for years.
Oh, the one that played tenor?
Yeah.
The big guy?
Yeah.
That's my bro. He go crazy.
But he does, and I think I saw him once in a line to get a burger or something. It was like maybe 6 months. It was before COVID, and I was like, best saxophone player on the streets. And he just kind of like, he was so humble, he just kind of shook his head like, nah.
Yeah.
Like, no, nobody does Somewhere Over the Rainbow like you, my friend.
Yeah, he's
killing it.
Where at?
It's in Berkeley.
Yeah, but like where you said the Shattuck Bar Station?
That's where he'd be at downtown.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I see a lot of that in New York. It seems like that's like one of those spots where like
is a spot.
Yeah.
New Orleans.
Yeah, is that one of your aspirations to go and like play in the streets of America, like everywhere? Like, is there a specific?
Yeah, that'd be dope.
That'd be cool, right there.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Sponsored by The Voice Party.
Go on a nationwide tour.
Yeah.
That'd be huge for the music, man.
That was the idea until, all
COVID. Yeah, man. That's why this, honestly, because, for us too, like shows have stopped. And then, filming has stopped. Like there's everything's on hold right now. Like this has been like the healthiest thing for all of us to do, man. Like, I mean right now we're outside, we're not too close to each other, but I've said this on the interview we did the other day. I just hope that like now people see once this is all over, like now you see the value in the art.
That's the best thing that's gonna come out of it.
I hope
that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. I need to knock on some wood, bro, because people forget, man. Like let's say it's over and then. Like, all right, well, yeah, we don't, yeah. Can you text me? Can you text me what day your show is? Like, yeah, okay. Oh my God, I forgot. Like, oh, you almost died. Like, you fucking.
It kind of did happen 100 years ago, right? You start to get a lot of.
Yeah, but you see the 20s, like people were going out.
Yeah.
Al Capone shooting and like.
And you think about that. You think about like jazz came around. Like you said, mentioned the 20s. That was right after the first doggone pandemic or the most recent pandemic, the Spanish flu.
Yeah. The Spanish flu.
Yeah. Like,
yes, but I just hope it, like, because people want to go out right now. Like, there's people going to fucking drive-ins for comedy. Like, I just hope, because you see how important it is. Not just for us. I mean, of course for us, but like, for everyone. Like, I miss going to live music shows. I miss, going to comedy shows. Like, it's not the same with a Zoom. Like,
Yeah, I miss producing those shows.
It's not the same.
Like, I can't wait to be able to throw on another, like, Richmond's Got Talent.
Hey, and that's the thing. We had those shows, like, we needed this guy there. We used to do this show with our buddy Evan, Go to Work Fitness, Richmond Talent Showcase. There's a lot. That's the thing about, like, Richmond. There's a lot of talent, man.
I used to do talent shows all the time.
Oh, yeah.
A long time ago when I first started, I won like 2, I think. My first one, then me and my friend won. Eugene, he played piano. He won second place. I won first.
Wow.
That was a long time ago.
Dang.
Yeah, I remember those days, those talent show days. Those days.
How long ago was that?
That was like, 2011, 2012.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Back in the day.
Back in the day. That's crazy how long ago that's been.
I know, right?
Jeez.
So what made you curious about getting into music? You would have been around 15?
Man, it was all about basketball, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And one day they put me in the wrong. I mean, I had guitar class, but I wasn't really serious about it. But 10th grade, they gave me 2 math class, and then they was like, well, we have this band class. I was like, you want to be in? I was like, sure. And then, like, I went in there. He put me on the trumpet. I was like, nah. With that curvy thing, he was like, the sax? I was like, yeah, that one. He said, you can play that. I was like, for sure. And ever since then, I was like, yeah, this is the one. This is going to be the one I'm going to do.
And that's
how it started.
You just fell in love with it.
Fell in love.
Nice. And you carried everywhere. You said you told us outside. You carried everywhere.
I carried everywhere.
That's awesome, man.
Everywhere. Walked with it.
Right with you now. Show it for the cameras.
Oh, you want to see it?
Oh, shoot.
This is the benefit of it. We're recorded now visually, so man, take advantage of the medium.
That's true, yeah.
And I just got this one. This is my new one. My professional one. So I'm pretty stoked behind it.
He's pulling out, so the people can't hear. He's pulling out his saxophone, or as they say, as Homer Simpson calls it, the saxophone.
The saxophone.
You seen that episode, right?
I remember it. Saxophone.
Rest in peace to Bleeding Gums Murphy.
Bleeding Gums.
Or was it McGee? I can't remember.
That was Murphy.
Oh, yeah.
That was a great episode.
No, it was.
This is it.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, snap.
Man.
Oh, nice.
Yes, Brown Thunder.
Oh.
Yes, I call her Savannah.
Oh, everyone names their saxophone, huh?
Yeah.
My niece plays saxophone. She's 15 now. She's been playing for about 2 years.
2 years? Okay.
Yeah. She was playing something else. She was playing flute before that for about 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
But she's always wanted she said that saxophone just is cool, is the coolest of the instruments.
Yeah. It
really is.
Flute is just the same as sax with the finger.
Right.
So like.
Oh yeah, so it's
transitioning
easy
is like-
transition.
Yeah, it's an easy transition. So.
And you got one of those the mouth guard pieces.
Nah, reed.
Oh.
Like, what is that in your mouth? What is that? Is that candy? I'm like, no, it's the wood thing that makes it work. I can't explain it to you. You gotta play.
Yeah.
It's, it's physics.
You can't eat sugar. That's what they told you. You can't eat sugar before you're playing it, right?
I mean, you can, but you gotta make sure you clean your horn out every night.
And you can see for all you saxophone beginners.
Yeah, if you do, sometimes you eat and you hungry, then you gotta play. Either wash your mouth out or carry a travel toothbrush.
I mean, it's good to cut out sugar regardless. Look at me, people. Look at me. It's good to cut it out.
That
So
specifically sugary things will get that clogged.
yeah, if it doesn't fuck up your saxophone, it'll fuck you up.
Exactly. Cut out sugar forever.
It's like I had ice cream the other day.
Yeah, I know. I just drank a little bit of a Coke. Keep that thing away from me.
So I studied music for 3 years, and it's true what you say that like it's an acquired taste. If you don't know, I don't know what's going on. I can hear it, and it's kind of similar with classical music where I can hear, and sometimes I'll appreciate some songs, but like I have no idea what's going on. Mm-hmm. And I hear people enjoying it, and they're just like, oh my god, I love jazz. And I'm like, I want to like it too. I want to like it just like you do, but
it's all about the theory.
Yeah,
you gotta learn your basic music theory. It's music theory, then it's jazz theory.
Mm-hmm.
And like you think it's the same, but it's not really the same.
You think because it's you think it's a lot of work to learn it to appreciate it?
It's a lot of listening.
Yeah. Because some of the complex stuff doesn't make sense to the casuals.
And it's like, oh, how do you play that? Well, usually the person that playing it don't know how they playing it either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're supposed to practice your scales over and over.
Yeah.
And then you're supposed to forget about everything and
Right.
just play.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Just go.
I would suggest to the average listener that doesn't listen to jazz, start off with vocal jazz and then work your way back to instrumental.
Yes.
Listen to some Ella,
Yes.
Closer to you.
whatever you
Oh, my
don't.
fault.
Yeah, it's all good. Oh yeah, no, I looks like you're gonna play as a tune, man.
I play, yeah.
Oh shoot! Hey, can you, Joaquin? Can you? Oh
Let's see.
no! Hey, whoa! I was just gonna because he had the sax. I was like, can you help him face the mic like towards him? But you pull and then you pull out the strap on him. Like, hey, whoa!
You want me to like?
Yeah, because he
catch it. It comes loud.
yeah, right. No, yeah.
It should be okay. I got the board right here.
My bad.
Just on the fly.
I was like, hey,
probably.
hey,
We
take
gotta
care.
be careful what we say.
You gotta be.
Martin's like, all right, to go.
He gets excited.
Yeah, oh, easy. Can I introduce you?
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for KJ Focus.
Yeah, I gotta warm up a little. But
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
We appreciate it, man. I don't think we've had a musician play their instruments on the show yet. This is a voice party first. Yeah, that's awesome, man. It's that looks hard.
Did Jake break out the guitar?
No.
Wow, this is a first.
No.
So on average, how much time in a day do you spend on music, practicing, playing, whatever?
Just music in general.
Mm-hmm.
Every day? Oh man.
On average a day.
On average a day.
Yeah.
Probably like 4 hours. You know, producing. You know what I mean? Practicing and playing the piano. I got a little MIDI drum, so I play on that. You know what I mean? But it used to be when I was playing on the street. It used to be like 8 hours,
That's
9
crazy.
hours. You know what I mean? Every day.
Do you consider practice now though, or is just playing?
Oh man, I practice so much. You always practice. Always practice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But you know, just trying to get with the business side of music and artistry and trying to Spotify, trying to get all my music out. You know, it takes all my time away now.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a time again when I'm gonna get back to the 12-hour practice. And
Dang, that's a lot of.
you know what I mean? To get to where I want to be at.
Yeah.
As far as jazz wise and stuff. So.
What's the technique for? Because this, I mean, like I said, going back to the thing that gets me is the breathing. Like, oh, fuck. I got winded. I got winded just watching them. Like, fucking sleep apnea is kicking in right now. It's like, like, yeah. So what I was gonna ask is like, the technique, is it like blowing out really, like hard with like a little opening, like is that what it is?
It's basically yeah.
Oh damn,
that's
yeah.
really basically
Okay, because I'll tell you what. Before I got into drums, like they tossed me around a bunch of instruments. I sucked, you know, like my band teacher. So, he had me doing the baritone horn.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it was like, you know, I remember the first week I told him like I can't do this. It's giving me headaches every day.
Oh no!
And then I had to carry this thing, and like we were talking about bullying, that these fucking bullies would like kick my baritone horn while I was carrying it, and like this is hard, man. Like I'm losing weight here. What's going on? I'm carrying this shit everywhere. So then they put me on drums, you know, like all right, I could do this. Just take it out my anger, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember that. That was like the hardest thing, like. Because in the music we would do, I only had like a few a few parts. So the whole time I was like, it's coming back to me. Fuck. It's like, fucking war with the war horn. Like yeah. That because that thing is huge.
Yeah, baritone is.
Yeah.
I wouldn't play that.
No,
I'll play it, but it'd be my main instrument.
Yeah.
No.
It's like later on in life when I was doing keggers, like holding on to the keggers, like oh, this feels familiar.
So are there other instruments or other aspects of music that you want to explore at some point?
Other instrument, I'll probably eventually get on a flute.
Oh yeah,
it's not my main thing. Like I love playing sax and everything, but like I have this whole plan in my head of the type of artist I want to be, and I don't know where my mind gonna go after I finish this plan. So maybe I'll probably get bored. I want to play flute. I want to play trumpet. I'm gonna do all these things. So, but I have to learn how to rap first.
Oh.
I can teach you how to rap.
You know what I mean?
Hey, that's awesome, man. Yeah.
Once I get that just as good or close, even closer, me playing the sax, then I feel comfortable. Like,
do you on your own like spit rhymes? I've
been practicing. I got some little songs out there and everything. Oh wait, you're right.
Yeah.
Hey, throw it. Hey,
I'm my teacher right here.
Freestyle.
Don't. You can freestyle. Show me.
Oh.
Put on the beat. Can you put on the beat?
I mean, I gotta play something.
You gotta find one that's legal. Because last time we got flagged for putting on a Kanye beat.
Yeah, we did.
Oh. Yeah.
It was like a Jay-Z record, and we got flagged for it. But let's see.
Wait, I got an idea. Can you give him a beat? Oh,
You got
I
something?
think you guys I could try.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta get this. This is the first time ever on the Voice Party.
Yeah, this
This is groundbreaking, bro. This is fucking yeah.
We over here like, look at all this tech. The sky's the limits.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll do some jokes afterwards. Is that cool with you? I don't want to put you. Oh.
You ready? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. I've been coming on down to Georgia, looking for that sweet magnolia. The one flower give me the power to answer all your questions. There's so many lessons I had to learn, I had to burn, I had to go to left to right. I had to become justice within one sight. The third eye blind is what they telling me. I'm trying to open up eyes, funny like Bill Bellamy. Hanging out with the crew, you know, the Voice Party team, that's how we do, you see. And if you don't see, you will soon, because now it's all visual. I mean, look around the room. All these cameras, and it's not Zoom. It's all YouTube. Nothing to prove, because I live that, and I will do this. And you can bet that we will pursue this until the world knows what the truth is. And honestly, it's what's inside of me that I'm trying to share. And hopefully there's enough quality and enough care so that I can spread the love over the air. Because even though we're not on radio, that's okay. We about to blow. Success and dreams, you know, for sure. And this is just a freestyle, and I'm a bit rusty. It's all good. It's not crusty, it's smooth, like the criminal Mike Jack talked about. But you know what? This is the last line, because right now I'm out.
Look at that. Made a thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, now me and Gaspar will do something. All right, let's
let's not follow that.
somebody give me a hammer. It's like, I don't know, some Three Stooges
watermelon?
bullshit. Oh man, that was awesome, man. Thank you guys for doing that. That was
Freestyle, man.
live
That's
magic
hip-hop.
that I always talk about. There's little things that don't happen like on a Zoom or whatever, like live magic. Like, you know, like that is an example of it. Or like in a show with stand-ups more, like, you know, those little things that come up and you can use them as part of the show that you didn't intend on using. I'm sure you have that too in a live show setting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see how the room is reacting to you.
Yeah, exactly.
And it just, man, that's why we do this shit.
Yeah, that's one thing I think people figured out from this pandemic is how important an audience is.
Yeah, a live audience.
Yeah. Like, has anybody tried to watch wrestling since the pandemic started?
Dude, I'm watching.
It's pretty weird.
It's weird. It's like Avengers without superpowers.
I'm watching soccer games. There's no audience. It looks like a scrimmage.
Yeah.
It looks like a scrimmage.
Yeah.
It's like baseball where they have like the cardboard cutouts in the stand to try and fake it, and they'll like pipe in crowd noise as if we don't know that there's nobody there.
Right.
Yeah,
It's very
that's. I did a Zoom comedy show, and it was weird. Here's the thing, like, I would do the joke and then the punchline, and then you see them, like, you know, with their little wine, like watching the screen like this, and then you just see them. And then you're like, you can't hear them, but you just go, and then it's cool, but it's not the same as, like, I think it's like it's a very good exchange of energy, live performances.
Yeah.
And that, man, like, oh, cool. Like, you feel it. Like, you walk around feeling good, like a drug after you do well on the show. You know.
So I want to know more about this basketball thing.
Oh yeah.
You're really into what's the G League?
Well,
I was gonna ask that, but I feel like an idiot. Like, yeah.
It's a step down from the NBA. So
okay.
They go to the G League to find players that they probably need to like fill out 10-day contracts and stuff.
Okay.
And if you do good in those 10-day contract, you get a bigger contract. And it's a good way for them to for like the Warriors. They got the Santa Cruz Warriors, G League
Oh
team.
yeah,
So
okay.
it's good to train them and, you know, develop people that like come out of college but didn't really make the team.
Right.
So they go to the G League to get better, you know.
And sometimes they'll develop a player in those teams to take them to the other ones, right?
Exactly. That's
Yeah. Was that who else? I don't know if this is G League, but like the San Jose Giants, the Giants from like the San Jose area. I don't know. It's kind of like the same thing where
Who's the San Jose Giants? What they do?
It's the Giants have a
Football, right?
No, baseball.
Oh, baseball.
Oh, so yeah, it's like that. It's like minor league.
Oh, I see. Like
Yeah.
okay. Oh yeah.
Exactly what that is. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It's for wrestling fans, the WWF has what they call developmental territory. Like for years they had like Florida Championship Wrestling and
Is that
Ohio
NXT?
Valley.
NXT's not that, right?
Well, I think that's what NXT.
Yeah, that's what it is now.
That's what it is now.
It
Yeah.
used to be like Memphis, then it was OVW, and then it was Florida Championship Wrestling, and now it's NXT.
NXT.
And like that's
I met
basically
some of those guys.
if you
I met
if
a lot
you
of those NXT guys.
don't cut it for TV.
I didn't know who they were.
You were in developmental, and they would bring you up to the big leagues. That was the thinking. So that's similar idea and concept.
So you find time in your busy day to still play basketball?
Yeah.
You also like working part-time job or something like that?
I do like DoorDash and stuff.
Oh yeah, man. That's the life of an artist.
Yeah, I know.
You gotta work.
It works for me, so
That's that's
cool.
So you played high school basketball and
I played high school. I wasn't really good in high school at all. It's not until 4 years ago, or at least 3 years ago, when I started getting like to that point.
What changed?
Just playing, consistency, working out.
You know what helped me around the same age is so I played soccer, a lot of soccer, and I got hurt. But I was 20, 21, and you're stubborn at that age, right? It's like instead of taking off some time to recover, you keep going. But I had to kind of make up because I had speed, I had reflexes. Now all of a sudden I didn't have it because of my injury, so I had to learn to play while I could run while I was slow, and that actually helped me a lot. And plus, you just play. You get older. Your brain finishes developing.
Yeah.
It takes like 25, right, for your brain to develop fully. Yeah.
After that, you just start dying, dude.
It's all downhill from there.
Yeah.
You reach the peak, and then it's like,
We're rotting, bro. Fucking take it easy.
I said you just start dying.
Like we don't care no more. We're done growing, bro. Like right.
That's when the calories start hitting you hard, and you used to be able to eat a whole pizza in one setting, and now you.
It's funny you say that because going back to your question, I think the real difference was my health because I was pretty unhealthy. I used to eat anything I want, and then it was not. I don't know what. I think I got really
fun,
sick.
isn't it? No, it's
Wait,
cut that out. I don't want. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
no, I got real sick one time, and like it lasted for like months. You know what I mean? Like the lingering effects of it. I was like, this can't ever happen again. 'Cause I can't even play. You know what I mean?
Dang.
And then I started really like researching health, Dr. Sebi, all this other stuff, and it's not till recently I found something that really works that keeps me pretty in shape, and healthy, and like focused, and still be able to eat kind of anything I want, as long as I like take this like. It's like a vegetable supplement type thing.
Oh, okay.
Have all the nutrients and stuff.
Yeah.
It's called Amazing Grass. You get it at Walgreens.
I think I've seen
Amazing Grass.
It's like a silver bottle, right?
Like a little white.
Or white, yeah.
How much of it do you take a day or a week? Or
I take it every day, especially in the morning. The first thing I take, I kind of fast every day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I fast for like 6 hours. Not 6 hours. 8
hours?
12 hours.
So you only eat one meal a day?
Two.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been eating more since I've been playing, so I'm getting bigger. But I fast a lot. That's really the key to life.
Keeps you focused, huh? Is that's where is that your?
What?
Is that the stage name or Focus?
That's somebody gave me that name a long time ago. He said, it should be KJ Focus. I was like, cause I do say stay focused a lot. I'm gonna make that my little slogan.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's how that came about. But yeah.
Is there any position that you like more than playing?
What? Basketball?
Yeah.
I'm a point guard.
What was that?
Guard.
You said what was that?
What does it mean? I don't play basketball.
Oh, you don't play basketball? He's
a soccer player. He's a soccer coach. So different sport.
No, it's good. No, it's a guy that really distributes the ball. He handles the ball the most. Called the play.
Is that what Steph Curry is?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So in soccer, it's a 10.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was. That's what I was like.
I know. So I only played it like in.
Because it's similar, right? Like
it has
the positions. Yeah.
You have 5 guys that are almost free. Football you have your set position. In baseball you have your set position.
Right.
But basketball, hockey, and soccer, you're pretty much free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they kind of just go with just the name, essentially, right?
Well, no. I mean, he said that's where the talent is.
Right.
That's at least
a harder
soccer.
position.
In soccer, that's like the smartest guy.
What's in the soccer? Adelantero?
It's
I know them in Spanish.
Yeah, it's the guy behind the forward.
Okay.
How many 10s are there on one soccer team?
One.
Just one?
One. It's one. I mean, you could have more, but.
But you guys also have like halfbacks and stuff like that, right?
What does that mean?
Oh, a halfback. I thought that was a soccer position. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, when it comes to soccer, I know the positions in
Spanish.
In Spanish. I'm
me
like,
too.
Okay. Because football also has like fullbacks and what have you, you know, but
fucking maracas over here. I don't understand, but it's like, earlier when you asked that though, I was like, what the fuck you asking that if you don't know that? I didn't mean it like that.
So in Spanish, it would be like enganche or centros.
See how that makes sense.
Center?
I know. What's it?
Centros, is that what that means in English? Is center?
Yeah.
The middle.
Because basketball has a center, yeah?
Yeah. Tallest guy.
The tallest guy,
Like the defender?
Yeah,
defending rebounder. Mostly,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes leading scorer. All depends.
So I play. I'm a wing, and that's the guy on the outside. Runs back and forth the entire game. Is there?
I guess you would call that shooting guard, small forward. They play the wing. Small forward played the wing a lot.
Yeah.
So,
would you? I don't know. It's probably a dumb question, but would you, if like a good opportunity came from basketball, would you choose that over music, or do you have a preference? Or if you could do both, I'm sure you could do both. But like,
I'm not gonna say I'm established in music, but I got a good flow in music. I don't got a good flow in basketball, so I would take the opportunity to get me further ahead in it. So
right.
It all depends.
Yeah, because you can pick up and start over if you had to with like if the team wanted you to train nonstop with them. That's what I'm asking. Yeah.
I could do it. Yeah, I could do both. Really. Yeah, I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting.
Do you sing?
I sing. I can't lie. I sing. I try. I gotta learn how to sing. I gotta sing. I gotta rap in music.
Because is that what you want to do eventually? Do your own music that you sing over?
I actually want to show like I could songwrite and everything. That's what the money at. So somebody said, "Oh, he made this song. Oh, can you write this song for me? I'll pay you this much. That's what I'm trying.
That is where the money's
making
at,
the beats and writing the verses. Yeah.
That's
like with comedy. The money is in writing for like shows and other comics. That's that's where you want to be. Anything really, writing.
Yeah,
Writing's where the money's at, man.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when the publishing checks come, they're gonna come for the writers and the producers.
Exactly.
You're gonna get a big chunk.
Yeah. That's what I was just telling you there. The Dick Gregory thing that I was telling you, like that's one of his things he said when in interviews that I listened to, if you want to get into comedy, like don't worry about it if you don't make it in stand up. I mean, obviously, but it's like writing. Writing pays more. Yeah. And you can walk around and not get noticed.
You can have the privacy and the success at the same time. You have the whole thing like, I wrote that joke. That's
when I was younger, I used to hear people say like, I don't want to be famous. I just want to have like a steady career. And I was like, you're just saying that because you suck.
No! Honesty.
But the older I get, the more I realize, like, imagine. Because it'd be cool when you first get recognized. Like, it'd be really cool, or like, people just going crazy over you. But it would get. Now I understand it would get old really, really fast.
What do you want?
See the Marshall Mathers LP for more.
Right.
And so I understand it now. It's like, it's not a bad way.
If you see celebrities up close, like I've met some, and you see them up close when people are coming at them for pictures, like you can see like their excitement for that shit died a long time ago. It's like I'm no longer 25.
Like if I saw my role models. I wouldn't even bother.
Yeah, no.
I know you.
That's what I said too. Fuck that. Like, I'm getting in line for this fucking picture. but I noticed. I met. I'm big into boxing. I love boxing. So I went to go see Andre Ward's fight. Like, what was it? Like, were you with us? No, you didn't come with us. No. But we went to go see his fight, and they upgraded us to 4th row for free because that's what Andre Ward does. You know, for the people way up in the nosebleeds. I met a lot of those the ring announcer guys from HBO that I've seen since I was a kid, and I went up to them and it's weird seeing this, man. Like they're people coming up to them after the fight for pictures, and they're just like, you know, it's like if that guy had a gun, he'd probably because they're tired of like, you know. So and then it's like, I can see why you would be, especially with phones, people just coming up like the Max Kellerman. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Max Kellerman. He's, you know, anyways, he's on I think he's doing like basketball now. I don't know what he's doing, but everyone that was coming up to him for a picture, which is obviously I did that also. But I asked him about upcoming boxing matches, and he was like, "Oh, you want to talk?" Like, oh. And that was that was cool to see. Like, yeah, he's like, "Oh no, he's gonna get knocked out." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Like, you know, I think we kind of forget to treat them like humans.
Yeah. I will say,
get ready for that, bro.
I already kind of lived it. I'm over it now.
Yeah. I will say this much. I think that looking at it in a different angle, your fans are the reason that you are where you are. Right. These are the people that buy your records or stream your song. So in a sense, you do work for the fans. Right. And if they want a picture with you, if you want them to buy that album next month,
that's true.
Because, you know, like I was listening to like one of my favorite rappers talk about the industry and what have you, Lupe Fiasco, right? And he said something very interesting. He said, you know, what you want to do in your career, the most important thing you could ever do for yourself is create an album that you are happy with and that the people that follow you, just one. All you need is one classic album that is undeniable, and you can, he's like, I know you're going to laugh at me for saying this, because I guess he's assuming that industry people are watching, but if you could make $20,000 a month for the rest of your life if you have one good album. And he said, he said, but I know some of you out there are saying, I can make $20,000 in an hour because your phone is going off the hook. And then he went on to say, here's what happens in the beginning of your career once you get the big push. Your phone's doing this all day. You're getting calls for features. You're getting calls for appearances. You're getting calls just to get money just to show up and take pictures of people. Then all of a sudden, your phone starts doing this. And then like the features and the $10,000 appearances and all that starts to slow down. Then your neighbor starts doing this because he is, you know, the new donkey essentially. He's the new beast of burden, and they've moved on from you. So what you want is after all the fever has died down, to have one or two projects that you can continue touring on, because people may not care about project 4, 5, or 6, but if they really love that first couple of albums, the people will continue to come see you, and you'll get that $20,000 a month until you're old and you can't perform anymore.
Like Nelly with Country Grammar, he had so many hits on that one, and I'm sure he's still making cash.
He probably doesn't perform 90% of his catalog, except for that one album. He probably still tours with that sucker.
That's dope.
Yeah. And another thing Lupe said, he said, you know, these labels are so crazy now. You know, every 6 months they're coming at you like, you got another hot song? It's like, look, some people only write one good novel or make one good album their entire lives. Not everybody's prolific. And you want like 10 or 20 of them in the contract? Please. You know, you're lucky if you get one good one and the rest are stinkers. I mean, look at Nas. I love Nas, but there's some truth to what Jay-Z said at the time when he was like, you had Illmatic and the rest of them shits was nah. Like we can do the math. It's a one-odd album every 10-year average.
That's true. Nah, he had
labels.
some good. Well, the album.
He had a lot of good stuff, but I mean, at the time, like
the album with Ether, that was some bang.
Yeah, no, that was Nas's return.
Yeah, was that Stillmatic, right?
Yeah, it was Stillmatic because Illmatic dropped and it was considered the greatest thing hip hop had ever had. Yeah. And then he spent some years where he put out some albums that were less well received, to say the least. And then like
Hip Hop Is Dead was kind of.
But when Stillmatic dropped, that was like his return to form. Yeah. That was like, oh, okay, he remembered how to do this. Yeah. Okay, like,
that's cold-blooded, man. Just
no more Uchiwali, no more the was the joint he did with Genuine that Shorty, what's your price, like that crap. You know what I mean? Stillmatic was like, no. I remember that was rap like guys
collaborating. Like, I feel like they go through their phase where they just collaborate with other. You know, I mean, I'm sure that everyone has to do that because you got to get other. It's good to expand to other people's thing. Like when we went on other people's podcasts, like, you know, hopefully they hear about us.
Oh no, definitely. Like, and I actually liked It Was Written, but I understand why some people didn't. Yeah, you know what I mean. It just.
But since you were on the subject, what are some of your hip hop influences that you know? Because you say you want to get into the.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty like a sheltered kid, so I really didn't get to like really get into like music and know everything about it. I just listened to it. Right. It was not until jazz where I really got into music and know who all these people was. And now I'm in hip hop. And so now I'm trying to catch up, like, who is this person? Who is this person?
That's awesome.
Heard of them, but I don't know about them. I don't know who they are.
Right.
But
you're like the kid from Coco, Miguel from Coco. He was sheltered from music for so long, and then he got into it.
That movie.
I don't know if you've seen it.
I've never seen it.
Okay.
I need to watch it though.
It's he's like sheltered from music, and then he gets into it.
Really? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna watch it. Now, make sure I watch it really soon. Yeah. Okay. But I like Good Kid, Mad City.
Kendrick Lamar.
That's my favorite.
Yeah,
my favorite one
by Kendrick Lamar. That's a classic. It's a modern classic.
Yeah, and I like Bryson Tiller's first album. I felt like that was like game changing. Like I ain't never heard music like.
What was that? Who was
Bryson Tiller?
Bryson Tiller Don't. Oh. Is it called the Don't album? I guess.
Was the album called Don't? I know the single was called Don't.
Trap Soul.
It's Trap Soul.
Yeah.
I will be honest. I don't know that one. I don't know. See,
Bryson Tiller.
The hip hop encyclopedia is right here.
Bryson Tiller is kind of the takeoff. It's like a post Drake artist, right? Like he's more R&B than he is a rapper. You know what I mean? He sings more than he raps. Like most of the songs I've heard from him, he's singing. Yeah. But then again, that this blended kind of these days. Like a lot of people are rapping and singing. The rappers are experimenting more with melody. Like
exactly. That's what I liked about Bryson Tiller. And then I like More Life by Drake.
Okay.
I like the musical side. I'm really a musical person. Yeah. So if I hear a good beat, and you have a good lyric on the song, you sung good on the song, I'm gonna like that. That's raw.
I have a suggestion for you because of your background. I would. You probably have heard of these guys, I would imagine, but just in case you haven't, since you're saying you got into the rap game kind of like listening to rap kind of late, The Roots.
Oh yeah, everybody tell me.
Okay, yes.
Everybody tell me listen to Tribe.
Yeah. Real musicianship, and they have dead or alive one of the best rappers going with them.
What's his name? Black Thought?
Yep, Black Thought. Oh my gosh, Black Thought.
Yeah, when I showed him your video, I told him like I imagine Tribe Called Quest rapping over to that.
I could totally hear that.
Yeah, that's dope. Okay.
Yeah, I could totally hear Q-Tip and Fife. Rest in peace, Fife Dog.
Oh, Fife Dog. Yeah, he passed away.
Rapping over your stuff. It's so awesome. Yeah, Far Side. I could see them doing the hieroglyphics. Like, some of the more modern ones. Guys like
Soul Some Mischief.
But somebody more modern, like current, like Blue, for example, or J. Cole. I can hear J. Cole.
J. Cole.
Yeah. Oh, I love the work.
You know what I mean? Like you definitely have a sound that I could hear him like robbing over. Like I mean, shoot. Yeah. I mean, these are all guys that I listen to. I shoot Nas too. You know what I mean? Like there's a certain timeless quality you have about your music, which is bringing the saxophone to the forefront. I'm like, I want to do a song.
Yeah, dude. You have.
I want to do a song with you. Like, yes.
Let's go.
I'm serious.
I'm wrong.
You have an old spirit, man. You get that a lot. I'm sure. Yeah. Which is rare to see.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I wish you like everything. Like, you know,
sure.
yeah, man, that's awesome. That's why I wanted to have you on, because I wanted to get to know you better, you know.
Yeah.
We're getting close. We're past an hour now. I don't want to keep you up. If anyone listening wants to follow you and buy your music, listen to your music, where can they find you?
Before I say that, let me shout out the Woadies the producer that made Picture Perfect.
Okay.
So the Woadies, shout out to y'all, man. But you want to follow me? It's really KJ Focus everywhere. I'm trying to keep it one name. So Instagram KJ Focus, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. I guess everybody on TikTok now. YouTube KJ Focus. Spotify, KJ.
All right, that's right there.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Is there anything that we missed? Because I mean, I know this. I'm sure we only.
Yeah, we fly through this with
Scratch the surface.
information and bullshit. Like, it's a perfect balance of it.
Yeah. Well, what are we missing from your?
Yeah, something you wanna. Yeah.
I mean, I could go all day and all night.
You got a project coming? You got an album coming?
I do have a new album coming. Well, EP. I don't know what it's going to be. This last EP was called Focus. This next one going to be called Focusing. So, and
how do you distribute an album in 2020?
DistroKid. That's what I do.
Okay.
But everybody distributing now. You go to BeatStar. You know about BeatStar?
Yeah.
They distribute now. So
Nice.
It's really easy for artists to become an artist now.
Yeah.
Nobody know record label anymore.
No.
Yeah.
That's what they used to do.
Don't go on no record
Obsolete
label.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Warner Brothers got the nerve to have shares on the stock market now, like Warner Music specifically, and I'm just kind of like, why? Why would I buy it? Why? Everybody's doing it themselves.
Yeah, everybody doing it themselves.
I think it's because of their back catalog, though. They have a whole bunch of, because that's how record labels are probably going to make their money in the future, is just off of.
That's what Prince was with, right? Prince was with
Warner Brothers, yeah.
Because the thing is, like, record labels, ever since the whole music industry's changed, they're not making any money.
Yeah.
So they're signing these 360 deals with it. They're going to take money from your merch, from your touring, from all the shit you do, because there's no money in the old model anymore.
There's something.
Another example, just like podcasts and talk radio.
Oh yeah.
Like,
who
needs satellite radio now? Like,
we're
available.
Unless y'all want to.
Spotify, we're on iHeartRadio.
That's right.
Podcast, Google Podcasts.
That's
exactly.
Right.
Like, we don't need a.
No, we don't. Unless you guys want to, sign us to a nice $2 million deal.
I mean, I'll still do it. Yeah, exactly. We're not selling.
Match and cameras.
Exactly. We're not selling the voice party, but we'll come and we'll fuck around in your studio
for a bit.
If you want to be
a sponsor, check in the description below.
If you want to sponsor the voice party or KJ Focus, by all means, but they don't need you.
There is one thing that a record label can offer you that you could do yourself, but they have expertise in, and that's knowing how to work your masters. The real money from your masters comes from knowing how to get your song featured on the movie, and also how to get the publication rights to work so that you get paid every time that movie is shown.
I'm about to focus on that now.
You know what I mean? Because that's something that also came up in the Lupe Fiasco cast, where he was like talking about his exit from Atlantic Records, and he was just like talking to Leor Cohen, and he was like, "Look, I want my masters. If you want me to come back, I want my." And Leor was like, "What do you want them in a bag? You want them in a suitcase?" Because the point is, you don't know what to do with them anyway.
Yeah, that's
so
true, huh?
what's better, having owning 100% of nothing, or owning or getting 10% off of 100%? Because we can go and work that record for you and make those deals for you that's off those masters, and you get paid off. So you got to back office and get some business sense, artists, and that's one thing most artists have real trouble with, is the business part. Most artists would rather just give it all to their man. Look, I just want to create. I don't want to look at any paperwork. And that's why they get into trouble, though.
Yeah, a lot of trouble. Lose a lot of money.
Hate paperwork.
Like, Lil Wayne just sold his whole thing for $100 million.
Young Money?
I don't know if that's a. Yeah, I don't know if that's a.
$100 million. Like Taylor Swift, or like she couldn't get her master, so she's like, "Fuck it, I'll just re-record everything. What you gonna do?" So she's just like re-recording her whole back catalog, so she'll have the rights to it.
Yeah,
that's interesting. I never thought about that.
Yeah, because they can't get you for covers.
That's pretty genius.
Y'all know you just okay.
Just change the idea. One note. Just change it. One note.
Well, I imagine it's similar to stand-up. If you re-record a special, 10 years later, like, you've probably improved on it. I'm sure music is the same, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. Remixes can be done.
Yeah, like her new version of was it fairy tale love story, I think is the name of the song, was used in like a Ryan Reynolds commercial recently, and I can hear a difference. I can hear it. I'm like, she sounds older and wiser.
But yeah, man. You said you had any other people you want to shout out? Any things you want to
shout out the whole world? Shout out Britta Doll, my sister. Shout out Eugene on the keys. Shout out my team, Focus Team.
Team?
Yeah, we are 2 months in as a team and got a lot done.
You have a band? Like a whole band?
No, I don't have a band. I used to have a band called Soul Progression, so shout out to them because, we did a lot together.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get back together one day. But, yeah, just...
You got a show tonight.
You got a show tonight.
Oh, man.
With Deli Guy. Shout out Deli Guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, yeah.
That's awesome, man. Well, I hope to see you performing... Like obviously at any time, but in front of a live audience soon.
Yeah. Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Whenever that comes.
Maybe
next year, hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll see, man. Well, but yeah, again, thank you for taking the time to come out here, man. We appreciate it
so much.
You wanna finish us off on another tune?
Oh, sure.
Oh, all right. Thank you guys for listening. That's been the Voice Party. We're out. Thank you. KJ, focus.
Stay focused, man. This was pretty.
All right.
This got my blood going hot.